Hello, everybody. This is Douglas Auclair, known online as Joff. I'm the owner of Logical Graphs. It's been an exciting day today with price swings of Bitcoin affecting all the other coins. It's been a quieter day on Orca. As you see here in my latest report, that the activity happened a few days ago on the 7th, where most of the liquidations occurred around $30,000 worth. Today's liquidations didn't even come close to $10,000 worth of liquidations. But despite that, I have a couple of liquidations that I was able to claim on Orca. So let's talk through, let's take a look at the liquidations that I received, how I know I received them, and then let's talk through various options that you can do with the claimed liquidated capital. All right. So Orca has sea shanty that tells you when a liquidation occurs, but I don't really have a good interface with that system. So what I do is I look at the bids that I've placed by going to my spreadsheet. And you see here that I've placed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bids for a liquidated capital. And you see that I've identified already two liquidations that I've claimed. How did I do that? Well, I looked at what I had bid, and then I go over to Orca, and I see that, for example, I know that I bid Fuji X Atom, I'm sorry, X USK, and my bids are 0. That tells me that the liquidation was fulfilled. Could there be a better interface for Orca to tell you which bids on liquidated capital were fulfilled? I think so. But this is what we got for now. Also, I know that I bid on Luna with USK, and I see that I have no capital here. I did not have a bid for this. Gold did not fulfill. No bid here, no bid here, no bid here. I do have a bid on Inge, but nothing popped up there. And so basically, I just go through the Orca marketplace and I look for where my bids are in the Orca marketplace. And you can do that by narrowing the search already. For example, I know I have a bid here, but when I go to view that market, there's no no assets that I've claimed from that bid. So that's what I do to find out if I have a hit. When you actually do go to the market, you see, ta-da, I have available for withdrawal 27 Kuji from the approximately 100 USK lent to Ghost that I'm able to claim here. Same thing for Luna. I know that I placed a bid with 100 USK and I am now claiming 147 Luna. So what I do is I go to, okay, so I have liquidated capital that I can claim. Instead of withdrawing immediately, what I do is I capture the amount of capital that I'm to claim, and then I go to the bid that I have, and this is Luna. I place that amount into my spreadsheet with the quote that I get from either Blue or on Fin. Place the quote, and then I get a value out of that. So I know I bid $100 worth against Luna. I'm getting back $102 worth. Fees not completely filled out yet, but when they are completely filled out against the Kuji quote, that is incorrect. I'll get a cost out of that. I'll have then a net gain, which I can then compute the return on the investment and the APR, if there is any. Since it's the same day the APR is close to infinity, and so that's not a number that's useful for me. All right, cool. So I have on Orca liquidated capital, particularly in this case, Luna, that I can claim. Let's claim it. And I have a fee associated with that claim. Which gets me a cost, which gets me that amount, which gets me my return on investment, 2%. No surprise, I bid a premium of 2% and my return on the investment is 2%. No big deal. Okay, so you see that my bids are now cleared because they all went into claiming liquidated Luna, and my claim is cleared because I claimed the Luna, which means that if I go to my wallet and do a refresh, you see now that I have 146.76795 Luna at 69 cents per. And so we need a couple more fields here. We need a commission field. And the way I compute the commission is it's how much I had claimed minus how much I actually have in my wallet. And there's the commission of, they charged me 0.7375 Luna. Add that to the cost. And then I have a real cost associated with that. So it's actually a 1.5 return on investment, which is really great because this all occurred within a day. So if you multiply that by 365, that's around 500% APR if we get a hit every single day. Great. I put in $100 and 500% APR. If I do this every day, then I'll have $500, $600 at the end of the year. That's a really good way to make money, especially since it's all pretty much hands off. So now I have Luna in my hand. What are the possibilities now that I have this liquidated Luna? Well, recall that I said before that you want to place a bid on assets that you want. So since I want the Luna, I can just keep it. I can just put it into, like, for example, Ghost. And I could, for example, mint USK with it, then place another bid on Luna, and then we have this perpetual cycle of minting USK to bid on Luna, get the Luna, get more Luna into the minter to mint USK to get more Luna. Eventually that circle spirals down to no differential. But this was a very common thing to do on Anchor Protocol on Terra 1.0, for those of you who have nightmares. Or I could go to lend Luna on Ghost. You see that the lending rate is 0.65 APR, which is not very desirable for me, but it is a possibility for me to do if I wanted to do that. Or I could go to Kujira Fin. I could go to one of the Luna boards, and I could either arbitrate Luna or I could sell the Luna back for USK and then arbitrate USK by bidding on liquidated Luna, selling the liquidated Luna for USK. I have slightly more USK arbitration of USK using Orca. And then finally, the another possibility is that if I have enough price differential and I make a significant amount, then I can sell some of the Luna to get all my USK back, plus a little bit more. And with the remainder of the Luna, I stash that away and grow my Luna bag. And so in that way, if I bid on liquidated Luna, I get liquidated Luna, I get back my USK from selling some of that Luna. I am arbitrating both Luna and USK at the same time. Since this is only a 2% gain, well, let's look at the USK board. Luna's been doing been weathering some heavy seas, as you see over these last few days. But we have Luna currently at 68.8, and it was at a high point of, just a moment, 76.7, which we can see here at this point. So if I sell my Luna back at this price point, well, let's see, we got 70, then 71, then 73, then 79. We got a $5,000 blocker here. So what happens if Luna goes to 73.6? I sell it just below that bid. If I sell 100% of it, I get 107 USK back. So that would be a 7% gain for USK because I went in with 100 USK. I'm getting 100 and almost 108 USK back for an 8% gain. So I could just arbitrate USK that way. Or I could keep some of this Luna. Let's see if I do 130. What does that do? 95, not good enough. 99, not good enough. 100. So at 137, I keep approximately 9 Luna and I get a USK back. And that way I arbitrate Luna without using Luna at all to do the arbitration. This is what I call the Mu arbitration, where I use another asset, a pivot asset, to arbitrate on that and then bleed the gains back into the original asset, in this case, Luna. So I would be arbitrating Luna in this case because I would get my USK back and I would have approximately 9 Luna that I could use to grow my Luna bag. Or we could meet halfway. So 9 Luna, halfway between that is 4.5. So if I do that, I arbitrate, I get 104 USK. So I get 4 USK more than I started with, arbitrating USK. But also, I'm selling 142 Luna out of 146.8 Luna. So I would keep 4.8 Luna. This is the strategy that I'm taking with this setup that I'm doing with Orca. I'm going to arbitrate both Luna and USK by placing bids on Luna with USK, grow my USK bag bit by bit, and grow my Luna bag bit by bit. So let's place this bid. Let's sell this Luna, that is. Save that transaction for later. Okay, so we now have a bid at 735. Is Luna going to go back up to 735? Maybe it'll keep going down and down and down and down. But maybe, but there's this little green tick right here, which says maybe we've reached a local bottom and it's going to start heading back up. Maybe it's going to go down. Don't know. When this sell order is filled, then I will get 104 USK out of the deal. And I will keep during this whole time for, 4.7 Luna. For the time being, let's just bank that Luna. So I'm going to lend it to Ghost. And that way I can track my Luna and I put it to a little bit of work. That, or I can move it to an LSD. Let's see what the lending market looks like right now. For Luna, it's 0.65 still. If I look at the LSDs, we see that, ooh, that's interesting. All the way down to, no, there's no volume on this board. So AMP Luna is selling for 1.69. And if we go to the Eris protocol, where AMP Luna was created, we see it's at 1.3 ratio. So we see that they're selling AMP Luna much higher than it's offered on the Eris protocol. And they're buying below the market value from the protocol itself too. So this is a good spread for people who are arbitrating both Luna and AMP Luna, but not something desirable for me to buy AMP Luna on this board at present. You see that the last bid was 1.22, which is good, as opposed to the current price, which is 1.30. But also in the last 24 hours, there's been no movement on this board. So what? So I'll just bank the Luna. Participating in the Kujira ecosystem. And I'll save this transaction for later. So you see on Ghost now that I have 4.768 Luna stashed away, lending it that Luna out. And on the Fin Luna UST unit USK board, I have Luna for sale at just below the large sale of 7,500 Luna for sale of 5.5K Kujira. this order may take a little while to hit. Okay, now let's go to the other market that hit, and that is Kuji X USK. So again, you see that I have 27 Kuji that I've claimed from approximately 100 USK or 91 X USK. I have already recorded that piece of data here, although XUSK is not actually 399. I'm sorry, that's the Kuji's cost. Never mind. XUSK is, however, indeed 109 per. So that's good. All right, so let's claim that. For the transaction ID. Forgot to get the commission information. I did get the fee. Have the Kuji quote, which goes against the cost, giving me an ROI of this, but there was some Fuji claimed in commission, 27065 versus 20022. So the commission then is this minus, and they charged me 0.136 Kuji as commission. That goes into here. And that gives us a new net gain and a return on investment. Okay, so now I have approximately 27 Kuji that I've gained from liquidation on claiming the liquidation on Orca. Let's go to Kuji. So here are all the Kuji boards. If you scan the Kuji boards, what I'm looking for is the price of Kuji. And I'm looking for the highest price of Kuji. So this one is 374. This one is 385. You also have to keep in mind the volumes as you go. Then Manta Kuji is maybe something to look at. This is 382, 81, 378, 376, 376. So they're all kind of around the same price. So if we go to Kuji USK, we see this fall off in price of Kuji. It's quite dramatic, in fact. So if I sell the Kuji, I would get 104 USK. So if we split the difference, there's not much difference to split. Just taking away one Kuji brings me down to 100 USK. I get my USK back and I gain one Kuji. So we can do that. Again, this order is not going to hit right away, but it will hit eventually. Should the price of Kuji ever go up again. And when that occurs, I've gained one Kuji out of the transaction, big whoop, and got my USK back to bid again on Kuji. I say, and 75 cents more. No big deal in either case. I say big whoop, but it's one more Kuji that I now have that I did not have before. And the work that I did to get this one more Kuji was better than most any other place. Actively trading on Fin requires active participation on my part. Staking Kuji and getting Kuji out of that stake Kuji requires a lot of time and a lot of patience and a lot of Kuji to get one Kuji out of that. You don't get one Kuji from 100 Kuji staked. You get one Kuji from 100 Kuji staked after a long time of waiting. This all occurred in the span of one day. So there is, it's a big whoop, but it is also a big deal because the cycle of bidding on liquidated asset on Orca, getting that liquidated asset at a discount and at a low price point, then selling it back for the USK and keeping some of the asset in reserve is a lot faster than most other approaches and a lot less effort involved than other approaches. So there you go. We claimed two liquidations on Orca. With those two liquidations, I got Kuji and Luna, two assets that I really like and I would like to keep. I keep some of both. I sell back most of both to get my USK back so that I can do more bids on Orca. And what I'm going to do is repeat that loop and build my bag of assets, Kuji, Luna, Atom, and the other assets that I'm bidding on, creating those assets from liquidity from stable coins. So I started with no Kuji, no Luna, and none of these other assets. At the end of the year, let's see how much of these assets that I accumulate. And we can just check Ghost and boom, gives us the report. And then will I have more USK at the end of the year? I'm betting the answer to both is yes. So let's see how this journey goes. Thank you.